Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's a design run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 30 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run with the former K-State product, DJ Giddens. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now, faking the give. This one caught at the 4. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bears. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Okay, ready? Bring it. Here we go.
They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of
is a 2nd and 9. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25.
13 yards on the
Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Giants first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
On the give, it's Scatterboo. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that might have even lost a yard there.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. Something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
On 2nd down, Dart. Smith-Njigba has it on that out route. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This one into the hands of Smith-Njigba. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. That will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. He's trying to let the up man run with it, but he gets buried behind the line. And they turn it over on down.
At the 32-yard line.
Now give on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Overrun in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Giants come up with it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play for the Giants. And even 30 yards.
Let's go now.
They'll run. It's Scatterboo. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's second and goal. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Dart gonna tap this one forward. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up.
The play lost the yard. It's now third and goal.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Big play coming up. Third and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
The Giants field goal unit out on the field. His kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In these conditions, the only burst is through the clouds. Slowed up, just a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Third down. They'll set up to throw. They'll go left side here and complete this one. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. They'll run it on the inside handoff. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 33-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn.
I think you chalk this one up like to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To the air on second down. Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
He'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Tyler Nubin is there for the stop.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he will get into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Chicago. No problem there on the extra point. And the Bears extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this on the ground with Scattergood. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. Fourth down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This to about the 36-yard line. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Okay, 2nd and 5. Looking to set up that wide receiver screen, get it out to the edge, but they do not connect, and that one is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he looks to be a bit short of the line, and that is going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scatterable. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the give, Scatterboo. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Shamar Turner that time on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Scatterboo. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and inches. They'll try to run for it with Scatterboo. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
Here we go. 70 Lions. 60 Bucks.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch. It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast, and these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull it?
Panther 60, Cup 19, Cup 19, 79 Broncos, Warriors 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go. 19 shot. Purple 80. 18.
To throw, it Dart on 1st and 10. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Motion man is Hyatt. On first down, Dart. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 6. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll run out of the gun with Scalaboo. And tough for the defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on. Taken down after a gain of 4.
Brings up second and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 5. On play action, it is Dart. Pass complete to Nabel. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
On first down, it's Scalaboo. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Second down, they need 3. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Tracy. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I may be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Back up to the 3. It's second and goal. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. It is brought in the end zone. Malik Nabers. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Set up to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Bears send out their punt team. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Smith-Njigba has it on that out route.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, they really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Neighbors in motion. On 2nd down, Dart looking Smith-Njigba's way again, and again a pass. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a 1st down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the air once more is Dart. There's that man again. Another catch.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Dart gonna throw it again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's gonna be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, They have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
Throwing again, Dart. And caught over the middle by Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Giants.
A gain of 15. First down, Giants.
On the zone read, it's a give to Scalaboo. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance over run and pass.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Hey, BP.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead.
The nigga on the Broncos named Alex Singleton, right?
They'll try to run this one.
Said the nigga found out in the middle of the season that he had testicular cancer
Tyrone Tracy.
and that he had to have emergency surgery. Said the nigga had emergency surgery, missed one game, and came back the next, like 2 games after surgery, right?
One more time.
And we've seen the lead go
Said that
back
nigga
and
teammates
forth, Mike.
nicknamed him Single
Can they
Nut.
get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of shotgun. It's done.
Oh my fucking goodness, this nigga's wide open, bruh.
They get the touchdown.
I got it.
Take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
Bears take over.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Yeah. I had somebody at my job tell me them niggas ain't do nothing but walk around the airport all day.
Going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams.
Give me that. Give me the ball. Come on, bro. That's a fucking pick.
Is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 42 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. Not going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's third down.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Going to need a big play now. Third down and long.
Yes. Punch slurs. Punch, yes. Combo.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bears first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Now a handoff to the tight end in the running game. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
They'll come up now for second down.
What is that? Vegas!
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to run it. And he will get into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown Bears. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Out of a gun, here comes Dart.
Bruh.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, and he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. A big one here in the fourth quarter. And even 30 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final